Hello, I'm Ian Charles of Wizards. I'm here with Chris Comley of Wizards. We are going to talk to you today about office phone systems. Now, we've been doing office phone systems for 10 years, which is not quite the entire length of the entire life of the company. But it fits in well with the rest of the business in terms of internet connectivity and so on. But perhaps, Chris, you could give us a brief overview of how we do it and who we do it with and what we do and all those good things.
Well, who we do it with is pretty much anybody from all sizes and shapes, from one man working at home, or one woman indeed, upwards. How we do it is we like to sit down and talk to you about what you expect of your phone system, what sort of situation you find yourself in, one office, large office, several offices, people working from home.
Own data centre.
Data centres, all sorts of things where you might need a phone or phones or access to the office phone system from a remote location.
Right.
And once we've got the idea of what you're trying to do with it, we try and select the appropriate system and set of options to fit your requirement.
And of course, we've now got the option of disaster recovery phones in effect.
Well, yes, we can set up systems that aren't based around a black box in your office, which if something goes wrong with your office, power cut, flood, police saying you can't go near it for the next 3 weeks because they're chasing terrorists or whatever, then your phones continue to work because, there's very different ways to achieve it, so I don't go into fine detail. But
Absolutely.
it certainly becomes part of your disaster recovery planning to consider how will your incoming phone calls reach you and how will you phone out to customers and suppliers whilst you're under the cosh of whatever the problem is.
Yes, while you're attempting to recover from whatever fire or flood or whatever is overtaking you. Now we've really only got a couple of vendors that we work with typically, aren't we? But we can create highly flexible solutions around those two solutions. And what tends to drive our decision about what's right for the client?
Best fit, really. We don't try and fit the customer to the solution.
Right.
We try and find the right solution for the customer. And we have a sufficient range of different tools available to us that we hope to be able to do that.
Right. And this can be, and we can determine where the server is best located, how to deliver that service to the to the client, etc., etc. I mean, what are our options there? On premise, off premise, in the cloud? What do we mean? You know, the cloud has become such a
Cloud's a buzzword. It's a good buzzword for basically having the equipment or the system or the service that you're using available without necessarily depending on a pile of kit in a basement or the room under the stairs or wherever.
which may indeed be underwater.
On a day like today, it very well could be.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got a variety of options around that, where the kit needs to be, how we deliver it. We can also have some options around who owns the hardware, because essentially it's a small PC that the system that the PBX runs on, and it's all about things like call recording and so on are options. So it's really, you're absolutely right. This is about building a solution that is bespoke to meet the needs of the client, and every client varies. No two systems are the same, but we've got plenty of options that we can work with around the solutions that we provide.
Absolutely.
Right.
And even for a small company system, these days all of the options that you might find on a large and complicated system tend to be available on smaller systems as well.
Right.
So there's no element of picking a budget system and then finding that you're having to do without some of the features you might have got if you'd spent more money.
Absolutely. So again, another buzzword is unified communications. I mean, this is the idea of the notion of bringing your email, your voicemail, your internal messaging systems and so on. Can we deliver that?
All of that. So yes, your phones can follow you to your mobile, or when you work from home you can connect your phones to your email. Things like picking up the name of a contact from Outlook and just dialing the call without having to copy the number across to your phone. You can set up conference calls, you can set up video conference calls if you need to actually see the person you're talking to. It's all in the mix.
And also, it's not just Outlook, is it? We can do this with a range of CRM products across a variety of platforms. Some specific for the recruitment market, but there are a number of CRM systems that we work with directly.
Yes, indeed. And with the new web client for 3CX, for example, you can work with anything that's web-based, which includes a lot of the modern CRMs there. And most cloud applications now end up presenting to the users through a web interface, and anything that puts up a phone number we can now access.
Copy and dial. That's the beauty of it. So very convenient to use, low cost, geared around your requirements. That is very much the order of the day for when you're dealing with ourselves. So I think we're done there. Thanks very much.
Thank you.